Hi, my name is Malcolm Clemens Young, and I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, California. And this is my video message for the week of October 25th. We've been talking about the difference between authority, which is an official position like vice president or secretary, and leadership, which is the ability to actually get things done, to change habits, to help us move forward in a positive way. It's not necessary to be an authority in order to exercise leadership. Many ordinary people do that all the time. And it's what we need to do in this time when there's climate change, when we have serious problems with race in America, when our electoral process really needs our help. There are things that each of us can do, but we need to be creative in order to figure out what they are. I've been thinking so much lately about Richard Dollar. In 1969, Richard Dollar was a 32-year-old acolyte. And during the service at December 11th, he got up to read a letter from Paul to the congregation as part of the service. And he went up into the lectern, but instead of reading the letter of Paul, he read a carefully prepared statement, a kind of manifesto about how badly gay people are treated in society and by the church. And as he was reading, there were some people who were just furious. 6 people got up and just left. One of them yelled out, "You have no right to do this. Give up the pulpit." And yet he kept going on. And the dean walked over and stood next to him, and about 3/4 of the way through, they whispered something back and forth. And then when Richard was done, he went and took his place and sat back in the congregation. And the dean stood there in the lectern he just occupied, and stood there and let everybody stand there in silence for a moment. And then what he said was that this was such an important thing for us to hear, how much pain people who are gay are suffering in our society. And it was the beginning, a seed of something that's changed the cathedral in profound ways ever since. We've been committed to the idea that everyone who comes here, each of us, is a child of God, equally a child of God. No matter who you are, what your identity is, what your sexuality is, where you've been, what you've done, all of us are made in the image of God. And all of us can be called through the Spirit to make huge changes in the way that things are done in society. Well, I hear the choir beginning to practice and warm up. I think that's probably my sign that it's time to sign off. But I'm so glad to see you. I'm looking forward to when we can be together in person. Thanks for watching.